So tired of people weaponizing their marriage against single people as if that's supposed to make them a better person.
Man's rejection is God's protection.
I am not going to no more of these, okay? That rhymed.
In every situation, it's majority women. They say they don't want to sign up because they think it will all be men. It's like, no, the reason I'm reaching out to you is because there is no men.
Men are extremely observant because that discernment that a lot of y'all women lack, men have it.
Oh, it's okay if we're not content in our singlehood. I just feel like singleness is demonic.
And I don't know if y'all saw, I forget the name of the church. It was like Union City or something church in Maryland, in that area. And they had a singles conference. And it was like the line of single people was like wrapped around the block. Like it was like, you would have thought Beyonce was in there. Like it was jam-packed. So I'm like, all these single people looking for love, looking for relation. Something is going wrong. Something is going on. It can't be all of these single people and they're just, all of these single people, it can't be something wrong with them individually. Like there is just something going on in culture. There is something going on in society where people are just, I don't know, not genuine. People don't desire long-term relationships, marriages. It's like a single epidemic. It's a single pandemic. There's something going on. And I really hope that we get to the bottom of it soon. Because it feels good to be like, wow, okay, it's not just me. It's a lot of other people who are single, who are Christian, who value relationship, who still want, you know, the fairy tale ending, quote unquote. And then the other part of me is like, damn. If it's 200 single women at the conference and I'm 201, like, am I ever gonna get a man if the line in front of me has 200 other people also waiting for a man? Woo-wee!
They're struggling out here. And all it's showing, you have to think about it. Who's not going? The men are not going. Why aren't they? That's why I'm doing videos on this. It doesn't make sense financially, sense mentally, right? Because they come with a lot of baggage. And the wild thing, right? As you see, she's a Christian lady. I'm going to break her down 2 videos from now, because on a 3rd video. So you're going to see, I'm going to open up the veil on it so you can see, wow, yeah, there's a problem. There is. Why? Because they don't see the opportunity. They don't pay attention like a man. Like, let me give it to you like this. If I had a bunch of ladies gawking over me, I would make some decisions. Let me give you an example. My wife, she wasn't gawking, but she showed she was interested in me. What did I do? I obliged. Of course, I went at her first, but she instantly was into me. She showed me she wanted me. So did I reject her? At first, I thought of it because I was used to what? The modern woman. Then I said, wait a minute, no, this is different. That's what men are searching for. Something different.
I feel like some people don't deserve a platform. I'm not gonna lie. I just seen a stitch from a creator, and usually I don't check my comments or my stitches or my filter comments anymore because honestly, is very draining. I made a video a few months ago talking about the epidemic of singleness in the Black community, and it had men in a uproar. Like, they were outraged. If you haven't seen it, you probably gotta scroll all the way to the bottom. I don't know. Just as an example, one of the things that I said that they claimed that I was blaming them or pointing the finger or like letting fault be on them is that, like, if you lack discernment that somebody doesn't like you and you're sending $40 and get a crab boil and then all of a sudden she like dismisses you or she ghosts you, then like I feel like you have a lack of discernment. And they were like, oh, you're calling us broke. What the are you actually talking about? This creator stitches my stuff. He tries to use him being married as like him being on a higher pedestal, but some just be so like insufferable. Some of y'all actually don't even be in healthy relationships. Some of y'all don't even have relationships to even look up to even be talking about marriage. Let's start there. I'm so tired of people weaponizing their marriage against single people as if that's supposed to make them a better person. Also in my video, I said, I feel like black men think that like we hate them and we don't. And it's very, we don't. We just want some of y'all to get it together. Like when I say certain, know that like, hey,
All right.
I'm not, but like,
That's what it is right there. You let them talk long enough, what do? They open the can of worms and start snacking. That worm tastes good. She turned into a crow. That's why guys are in your comments. Like, first she was fine. That's how I was at first. Like, did she said, I can't help it. Like, snack the worm. Just chomp the worm down. Like, oh, you revealing yourself. You did. Do you see what you just said? You're showing how you feel about men. And she wonders why men are down her neck. You just said it. Let them talk long enough. They'll tell you. And that's what guys are doing. Guys are watching you. You ladies need to play that song. Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. Somebody's watching me. That's what men do. And there are ladies out here that understand how men are. But I'm going to let you finish, and then I'm going to break that down.
like I know that some, when I say men are trash, and I'm talking to a man that knows he's not trash, knows that some men are trash. So if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it, Cinderella. I'm not even going to give him the satisfaction or even tag him in this video. I just hope it comes back across his For You page one day. And he brings up something that really got under my skin. Well, when the internet was in an uproar and y'all were talking about choosing the bear over a random man in the woods, you can't tell me that you don't like black men. What the are you talking about? If you're not one of those guys that's sexually harassing, sexually assaulting, sexually abusing women, then the conversation of the bear is not for you. What do y'all not understand? I'm so tired of that argument. Like, I'm so tired. It's so draining. So yes, excuse me, that I'd rather get mauled by a bear and teared into a million pieces before I let a man take my goodies away from me.
That's very manly.
Excuse you? Like, no, are you even so now? Like, some of y'all really just do not deserve a platform. And then to sit here and brag that you're married, does your wife know that you're over here making videos about choosing the bear? Immediate divorce papers. We can't come to a compromise about something like that. Some of y'all really just do not be good people. Like, I'm very much convinced. I can't psychologize that type of behavior on the corner. Some of y'all gotta get put down for good.
Crazy. All right, now I gotta get into this because this is the lady who the video is about. She's the one who was at a singles conference, and they preach a woman okay. Women need to be okay with being alone. Let me get into it.
I used to think all of my failed relationships and failed dating experiences was like God not giving me what I wanted, right? It's like, God, I want to be in a relationship. I want to be married, all these things. Why are you letting these relationships fail if this is what I desire? And then I just had the revelation, like, man's rejection is God's protection. So he had to have these people leave my life. He had to have me feel rejected. He had to have me go through situations with people because he has so much greater in store for me. Woo! So sometimes that breakup, that person ghosting you, that person blocking you is really a blessing. So that way those people won't be in the way of what God truly has in store for you.
All right, you heard what she said, right? Now, I said this is happening. Usually, when ladies say things like this, I say, let me do an investigation. Let me look at her comments and see if there's any guys letting it be known, right? Now, let me show you what I mean. I go to her comments. First thing I see, yeah, I understand. They may be thirsting. They may be seen as desperate. But the first guy, heart emojis, right? The second guy, you are so beautiful, fire. The third one, I understand how you feel. Amen, I was just thinking this. God protection equals rejections. Never looked at it like that. I will now. That's love. Now, let me reverse this on the other side so you guys can see. Let me put myself over here. All right, the same way you reject people that want you, the people that you want reject you. It's the circle of life. But as you see here, these guys have been rejected. There are guys out there that are probably eligible bachelors. You're going to dating events in all of these places. You have men in your friend zone that you've placed in the friend zone. You have men that are trying to be in your friend zone. You don't see them as opportunity. There are ladies out there on the app, guys try to talk to them. I get it. They don't want to be talked to. That's different. But you're out here shouting to the mountaintops. I'm trying to find a man. So if you're trying to find a man, every opportunity that comes, you need to open the door. As I stated, I once did that before myself, right? I know women who have done that. My wife did it. That's why I'm married to her now. So these are opportunities. Oh, these guys are desperate. I get it. That's why it's going to be so hard for you to get the man that you really want, because he's not going to want you.
On Friday, and my spirit, while I was there, my spirit told me, no mas, por favor. I am not going to no more of these. Okay? That rhymed. Period. I'm not going to anymore. And here's why. So that singles event was cool because they actually had a mix and mingle session at the end where they put us in a very cool atmosphere for people to talk and meet with each other. Although there was like 3 men there and 300 women, I loved the fact that they did that. I thought that was really cool. But my thing is, you go to one single event, you go to them all. They got the same message, and I'm going to tell y'all what they be saying so that you can know ahead of time. If you feel like you're called to go, go. If you feel like the Lord is telling you to go, go. If you've never been, go. If you want to mix and mingle with other single people, go. But let me tell you, this is going to be the singles conference starter pack. I'm going to tell you what you're going to get, okay? In no particular order. Enjoy your singleness. They are going to compare singleness in so many ways to an amusement park. You should be having the time of your life, okay? Being single, all right? It is just a season. Whether it's been 10, 20, or 25 years, it is just a season. That's what they're going to tell you. You aren't ready. In so many words, they're going to tell you may or may not be ready. You may need more healing, more therapy, more this, more that. Get your money up, whatever they're going to tell you. Your person may not be ready. He may not have been released from whatever it is the Lord is doing. So the Lord is still pruning him or her. Wherever they are on planet Earth, we don't know. And what time they're showing up, we don't know. But you may not be ready and they may not be ready. There's going to be a married person at these events that is going to tell you, when I was single, I took it for granted. That's what they're going to say. And they're going to tell you so much that you need to enjoy your solitude, enjoy your time. Why? Because you have more time to dedicate to the Lord. And that is very true. But they're going to tell you this at every single singles conference. And that married person is going to almost make it seem like they missed their alone time in so many words, okay? Wait on the Lord is going to be played at nauseum. And I love Wait on the Lord. That song hits me right here for reasons. But they're going to play it at nauseum. And the overall theme of a singles conference is wait. Wait. Hold on.
Be patient.
Almost like you say wait, okay?
Be patient.
Single panels. There's going to be a single panel. It's going to be single women. And it is going to be, some particular woman is going to be almost 50 and she looks 30. That's always the case. And then there is going to be men of a certain age that are not married, but they are not single. Just let me let you know, they're probably not single. Now, obviously I can't speak for every single panel, but they're going to be talking about worldly things. And I get it, because the dating pool out here is crazy. So, and they're going to sprinkle in the culture stuff. But those men on that panel probably have a baby and probably have a girlfriend. They're not single and they're not married and they're in their 30s. Anywho, steward your singleness well. Get your money up. Focus on you. Focus on your purpose. Focus on what the Lord called you to do. Steward, harvest, Sow and what am I trying to say? Sow and reap? Yes. And then of course they're gonna beat you over the head with Paul, okay? Because Paul is the GOAT in this department, and he's not wrong. A lot of this stuff is not wrong. It's just you're gonna get the same regurgitation of information, okay? Jesus was single. Well, duh, because he was the Messiah sent to save humanity. So of course he's single. That one I'm sick of hearing. Okay? Okay. Now that is the little single conference starter pack that you will get. Tell me in the comments what I missed, because I know there's more.
You got to think about it. If you're at a church singles event and it's a married person telling you to be okay with being single because you can give more time to God, that's actually true. See, and you ladies, you're giving your life over to God a lot of times in order to get a man. It's just not right. It's not right. And these things need to be addressed. There should be more people addressing the situation, because what's happening is horrible, because you're like that. And that's why they're playing the song Wait on the Lord, because look at you and that eagerness. Who else was eager? I don't want to go too deep. I'll let it go right there.
Men always assume this, and I, for the life of me, do not understand. Anytime my friend and I invite guys to come to our singles events, they always assume that it's going to be 80% majority men. Like, they'll be like, oh, like, I think it's going to be a sausage fest. Like, I think I speak for most guys when I say, like, we're not going to come because it's all going to be other guys. That's not the case, ever. Like, gone to multiple singles events. I'm hosting singles events now myself. In every situation, it's majority women. And they're all really cool, fun, attractive women. In New York, women here, in my personal experience, they are very willing to sign up for events. They're willing to put in effort to make connections with people, both platonic and romantic. And I have found it not to be the case for men. So I don't know where that perception's coming from. If anyone has any idea, what is that barrier? The reason that we're reaching out to these men is because it's harder to get men to sign up for these events.
I wonder why.
And yet when we ask them to sign up, they say they don't want to sign up because they think it will all be men. It's like, no, the reason I'm reaching out to you is because there is no men.
Living life in peace.
Like, what is it? I don't understand.
What's happened is you can truly see what they've done over the past 10, 20 years has finally caught up to you, right? You independent woman yourself to death. I'm looking at her. She says she's from New York too. She's Asian. She's one of her face is the epitome of the single woman, right? What does she look like? Single, very well educated, could be a doctor, lawyer of some sort, right? And probably got a degree in something that makes money as well. I can't even throw garbage on her name. I give her respect. Respect when respect is due. She looks like a woman that a man needs to respect. And most men would. But do men want that headache? This is the thing going on nowadays. Men have checked out, and it's showing. Look what the other lady said before her. 300 women, what she said, maybe 3-4 men. You keep hearing the same thing. Every woman that complains says that. And you go, wow. And then you look at my comments and you look at other guys' comments and they're saying, oh, I got a woman from this country and I got a woman from that country. And then, oh, Jay, hey, I came out to the Philippines, or I went over to Africa, or I went here. And it's not just about that. Guys are finding women in the States that are for them. Why are they not finding you?
We have other options.
Guys pay attention to certain things. They do. Guys examine ladies and they don't realize it. Guys are watching. Guys are watching and they're learning. And what are they learning? They're learning who they need to avoid. And I have somebody that broke it down, and I give props because there's a certain amount of ladies out there that somewhat understand how men think and give men their due diligence, their trying to say this right. They respect men because they're logical thinking human beings. At the end of the day, they're women, but they're smart and they hold other women accountable. This is needed nowadays. Let me get into this.
And women don't want to hear that you're treated how
You see
you
this?
present yourself.
So I spoke on this many, many times, but I'm going to talk about it again. So I keep saying this, and I don't think y'all really hear me loud and clear. Men are extremely observant. Some of y'all actually need to take a note out of these men's book on how observant they are, because that discernment that a lot of y'all women lack, men have it. Right? Because when they dealing with a lot of y'all, they know very quickly what they gonna do with you and how they gonna treat you off of the things that they've observed about you. So a lot of times y'all do little things and you don't even think he paying no attention to it, but he's making mental notes about it. Right? The way you talk to your kids, he's making mental notes about that. Right? The way you reacted when he sent you that D-pic, he's making mental notes about that. Right? The way you reacted when he told you to come to his house instead of him taking you out, he's making mental notes about that. Everything, mental notes are being made, right? And all of this is helping him build his conclusion about you as a woman. Him coming over to your house and it's nasty, he's making mental notes about that. Him getting in your car and realizing that your tires is balding, but you got a Louis bag, you got a Chanel bag, he's making mental notes about that. He come over to your apartment and you ain't got no furniture, but he seen you on your Instagram that you always flexing about how much stuff you got, how you that boss be, but he over at your house right now and he see how bad you living. He's making mental notes about that. The stuff y'all really think y'all be getting past these men, you're not. Y'all will really sit up and let these men see how down bad you really are and then fix your mouth to tell him you a princess, right? And in his mind, he processing this information like, what you mean you think I need to go get you a Chanel bag because you think you a princess? I seen how you live in Trap Queen. You somewhere with roaches. You don't clean. Your kids diaper sagging. You ain't no princess. You ain't no boss bee. You ain't none of that. I'm not doing nothing special for you. You doing good for me to even be here. That's what he's thinking in his head. Every dude I ever talked to, I never had to give him no game plan on how he had to handle me, what he had to buy, what he had to do. All he had to do was observe how I am on a daily basis. Whether it be talking to me, seeing how I live, seeing where I live, seeing what I drive, seeing how my lifestyle just plays out. He knew one thing. Either he gonna have to match it or you might not even want to tread on his territory, right? But you see how good I treat me, right? You get to see how good Dana treats Dana. Ain't no way you think you about to come up in here and do less than what I'm doing. See, but a lot of y'all, you ain't treating you good, right? He see how you lack treating yourself good. He see how low your self-esteem is. He see how bad you down. And then you fix your mouth to tell him what you require. He know you don't require a lot because he's already observed how low down you really are and how you do yourself, right? Men pay a lot of attention to how you do yourself. If he know you don't take care of you, why would he think he would want to take care of you?
You heard what she said right now. Think about going to a dating event and you're getting that and a big influx. And then also you're judging men. You're judging men. Oh, you're too short. Oh, don't make enough money. That argument right there, it sets y'all back 50 years. Like, ladies don't realize this. Because a man could be making $60,000 a year and have millions in his 401k. Like, they not thinking. The man could have invested in his 401k for so long. See, if you ladies were smart, you'd be asking questions to find that out, right? Because the smart ones know what to ask. Well, are you investing? Man may say, if you want you to know, yeah, I invest. So, okay, how long you been investing? He's probably going to be like, okay, I don't want to tell you, but that would be something smart to ask. Because if a man says, I've been investing for 15 years, like, oh, man. You know, you got to take him serious. that 100,000 guy can make 100,000 and have no money. Thank ladies. And then, like she said, men see how you treat yourself and say, we're not going for it.
Ex back. Never take a man you've broken up with back. Never give a man a second chance, and never take back a man who ghosted you. Anytime you give a man a second chance, he will destroy you with a second opportunity. One of my followers, he's a man, and his username is Clapback King Zitarian. He posted a comment under my video sometime last year, and I would not forget it. I think the video was about giving men a second chance, and he said that if you give a man a second chance, it is like the parable of the demon. In the Bible, when a demon is cast out and you do not clean the place where the demon was, and you do not fill that place with something.
All right, now I'm going to stop it right there. It's the same for a man and also for a woman. It depends. It depends on what kind of grace you have and the wisdom to know the difference. There is such a thing as that. Now, you can forgive, but a lot of times, once a cheater, always a cheater. And whether it's a man or a woman, you're barking up the wrong tree.
We're going to talk about it for real, and we're going to be honest, right? There's a man out there right now that has called his wife's phone multiple times. She didn't answer. She gonna walk in the house in a couple of hours and say that her phone died. He gonna smell that man on his wife. But because he loves this woman, he don't want to leave her. He doesn't want to break up the home and the family that he's worked hard to build. He's not going to bring it up. He's gonna suffer in silence. It's a man right now looking at his 3 kids and seeing a noticeable difference between that baby and them 2 oldest. But they all got his last name, and what he doesn't want to do is risk losing his other 2 children because he's asked about this baby, so he's going to raise all them kids together.
That's what we do, right? Yeah.
It's a man out there right now that has sacrificed his dreams, sold his motorcycle to buy her the brand new family car so she can ride nice. Whole time she is driving that really nice Suburban to her side dude's house. And he has now seen this car in an area it ain't supposed to be in, but because he is too embarrassed, because he doesn't want to deal with the humiliation, because he knows somewhere it's going to be turned around and twisted on him, because you wasn't giving me enough attention at home. Even though this man had been working 12, 14-hour days to pay for that Suburban, he is just going to suffer in silence.
Real talk.
He don't want the drama. Let's just be honest. Women cheat better than men do. So the reason why you don't see a lot of men having to suffer through the ridicule is because women don't get caught the same way the men get caught. And men have to deal with the public humiliation of, man, you wasn't handling business at home. So they would rather keep those secrets and those questions buried deep. And in my opinion, if you ever see a man out with his family and he just looks absolutely empty, it's because he knows he's not loved in that household. He knows that he is not appreciated. He knows his wife is cheating. He knows that baby ain't his, but he knows he can't leave. Because some kind of way, he's still going to be the bad guy, even though she was the one that stepped out.
Mercy. There are tons of guys going through this out there. And these are all, and he probably has proof too, and it's all good reasons to file for divorce. But he files for divorce and gets broken. And it doesn't have the same relationship with his kids. He wants to keep that intact, right? So he becomes a strong man and does what? Suffer in silence. So many men are suffering in silence. It's become an own thing for us to do, and I give a shout out to all the men that do it and do it like a G. Because if you're going through that and you know something's going on, I've been through it before, and you know something's going on, just eat it and keep moving. It's gonna make you stronger.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm in the place in my singlehood where I am not content anymore. And I don't think I ever was, because I know that when you're content in something that is not supposed to be your permanent position,
You're a
God
Christian?
will make you uncomfortable because he knows you're not supposed to stay there. I recently saw a video of this girl who was talking about how it's okay if we're not content in our singlehood. And I completely agree, because prior to me seeing that video, I'm always talking to my sister about like our love lives and things like that. And I told her one day that I just feel like singleness is demonic. And not in the sense that being single is demonic, but being
All right.
single for a long period of
No. I gotta stop it. I gotta stop it. She's talking about demonic and all of that stuff. I need to say this, and I'm gonna end a video right here for you guys. I'm looking at her. She said being single is demonic. And the first thing when you look at her face, right? Look at her aesthetic. Look how she is right now as she's speaking. The nose ring here in the nose, the septum piercing, right? Jury's fine. Right now, you look demonic. And so you're single because you look demonic. You look like one of those pagan rituals when they would put the bowl, they would do with have the bowls and they worship the bowls and they have the ring in their nose. You look just like that boy they worshipped and wonder why no man is attracted to you. The wrap on your head, let that hair out. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to judge you, but it's so easy to. And you saying you want a man. How? How do you want a man? I don't see anything that make me attracted at all. To make me even look funny. Even look at you like I like you. Man, it's hard out here and they make it harder. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Peace out. See you next video.